Hey, what's up? It's your girl Rajanae, aka your fave sports media baddie. Ooh. I love the way that sounds. Okay, y'all, welcome to Courtside with Rajanae. Okay, the best sports media slash lifestyle brand that is out there, up and coming, all of that. Okay, it's not just about the media, it's about the culture, the lifestyle, and community and experience. And we're about to get more into that in just a second, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's just get straight to what is CWR, who, what, where, when, how, and why. Let's just get to it. So what is CWR and why did you start it? Courtside with Rajanae is a sports media slash lifestyle brand platform where I pretty much talk about like all things hoops. You know, you can talk about the highlights, the stats, all that fun stuff, but you know, just a little bit more with a creative side because I'm more of a creative person and my personality really stands out. So that's what it's all about. Okay, it's not just about the media and the creative content behind it, but it's also providing, you know, culture, entertainment, interactive experience, and events that I hope to host really soon or in the future. But it's all things basketball. Why did I start it? Honestly, so the thought Courtside with Rajanae, I thought of it in El Paso, but I didn't actually do nothing with it until I was living in Hawaii. So that's kind of really where like it started. When I was in Hawaii, real quick, okay, basically when my brother started playing basketball in El Paso, it was like his first time playing and all that, so he had no idea like how to play the sport and whatnot. Like he was truly a beginner, a newbie, a rookie for real. But you know, my stepdad wanted me to like just record him at like the games just to kind of see like where he started and just, you know, document the process. And fast forward till now, I'm still doing it because he's 13. But when I was living in Hawaii, you know, like I said, like I was already doing like my content creation because I'm a content creator. So honestly, like me filming the games, me doing vlogs, me doing highlights and stuff like that, like I was already doing that, you know what I mean? But I think people started noticing that like my brother Avi was like having highlight videos and whatnot on his pages and whatnot, and people were kind of looking at it, and it was kind of crazy because like I don't know, like all of a sudden like some of his teammates, even if they were from like other age groups, was like, oh, like did you get this clip of me, did you get this, did you get this, did you see when I did this shot, whatever. And I'd be like, oh yeah, I got it. They'd be like, can you send it to me, can you send me the clip, can you send me this? And I'm over here like, in my mind, I'm over here thinking like, why send a clip when I could just do a whole video for you? You know what I'm saying? Like a whole highlight video. But mind you, like I wasn't charging people for that. Like I wasn't charging people for highlights and things of that nature because I'm a content creator. You know what I mean? Like I was just doing like, okay, like I was just doing it just to do it out of the heart, to be honest. Like I wasn't looking for nothing in return. But I don't know, eventually, because like if you see one person do it, like another person have one, and then another person has one, like people start asking questions. And so like one of the parents went to my stepdad because, you know, he was assistant coach for my brother's team, and they were just like, oh, like how much does your daughter, ooh, my stomach is growling, how much does your daughter charge for videos, like for highlight videos? And I was like, I don't. But my stepdad was like, you should really like make that a business, you know? Please don't mind my dog, she's crying. You should really make that into a business. So then I was like, ding, ding, ding. I don't know why people do that. Why would you do that? Because when you start thinking like, oh, you should make this a business, and then it's like at the same time people are asking questions, which means in my mind you want it now, and I have anxiety. I'm over here just like, okay, well then now I gotta hurry up and do something. Like now I gotta hurry up and just put something together because somebody's asking now, and now I feel like I gotta get a whole package together. Like what? Like, oh, that's so fast. But yeah, anyways, I hope that answered your question of like what Courtside Rajanae is and why did I start it, to be honest. I mean, really, I started it because, you know, my brother has been on so many different teams and whatnot, that I've just kind of noticed so many different things between coaches, AAU, all this other stuff. You know, I just personally feel that a lot of like AAU teams, or just a lot of like coaches and things, may not care so much about the athletes' development, their growth into what they're wanting to do in the future. Like if they plan to go pro, you know, a lot of these athletes, they come to these trainers and whatnot, you know, for help, for guidance, for mentorship. And I don't feel that they're getting that if all you're looking for is for money, or you're just looking for fame, you know, like who these players are, you know, and like what their following is on social media and things of that nature, if that makes sense. Like I feel like the athletes' development and them just be like working on their improvement is way more important than you just like wanting money from them but not caring about their development. Because at the end of the day, it's just like they have these dreams of making it somewhere or things of that nature, but you're not really giving them or offering them what you say that you really offer. You know what I mean? And personally, that doesn't sit right with me. I don't know if that makes sense, but it don't sit right with me. And because my brother is one of those young athletes who wants to go to the NBA one day, but you know, he's trying to improve on his work, his handles, shooting, everything of that nature. I look out for him in the best way that I can as a big sister. I do. But I also know that he has peers and, you know, friends that are really close to him as well, that may want to do this or may take this serious. And so I personally feel like I'm not that kind of person that is gonna that just cares about the money but doesn't really care about you as a person and as an athlete. Because parents and whatnot are really investing their money and their time into their child because their child has a passion for this. I would hope so. But the fact that people just kind of just be scamming people, but you really don't care about the athlete themselves as a person and as an athlete, and then they don't even get a chance to be on the court to play. No improvement has been done on their skills and whatnot. Like, I don't know. I feel like the youth is easily manipulated. They're easily influenced, and the most respectful way that I can say that. And so I feel like if there's going to be people who is going to be an inspiration, they're going to be some type of influence, it needs to be someone that actually cares about them wholeheartedly. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, CWR is not just a whole media, the fun, all that other stuff, but I do want to get back to the youth as well. What makes CWR different from other sports media brands? Glad you asked. Okay, let me tell you. CourtsidewithRajanae, I feel, like I said, it's fun, it's refreshing, it's really creative, you know, that's what I love. Okay, I'm a fun, creative, bubbly type of person, you know, but again, it's not just about the media, because I feel like anybody can, you know, come up with creative visuals, content, and I'm all for that, hands down. I'm a visual person, but I also love events. Okay, I just moved here in Houston last February, so I've been here for about a year and some change, and I've been to very few like content creator events or other events that's about marketing and branding and things of that nature. But I always hear people talk about there needs to be more things like this, there should be more events like this and whatnot. And even though CWR is more of like a sports lifestyle brand, again, I'm wanting to incorporate lifestyle, culture, music, fashion, entertainment, all of that into this. And if you think about it, it all correlates together, so it'll make sense. But it's not just about just the media aspect, because I feel like anybody can, you know, make videos and make content, but I'm also wanting to provide interactive experiences, events out here in Houston, in hopes that I can move it further to Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, then across the states, across the US, and then international. So it's not just about watching me do the content, the media, and all the other stuff, but I'm actually wanting to get athletes and fans involved, because even though my target audience is ages 13 to 18, at best 21, and just making sure that I'm helping the youth, Well, if I can, I also want to get the fans involved as well, because I'm a fan, you know, to be honest with you. Like, I was never into sports, didn't care for sports, didn't do any sports whatsoever, you know, but I'm here because of my brother and my stepdad. And so I want to do something for the fans, because there are fans who love the game of basketball. And again, it's a community, okay? CWR is a community. We're a family-like community where I want everyone to feel like they're a part of something and not just leaving people out, if that makes sense. What's your ultimate goal for CWR? Obviously hosting major events of my own that's CWR branded. Like I said, there's so many different ideas that I have, but I don't want to give away too much. But I mean, for sure, I definitely want, just to get a little sneak peek, I definitely want to host some different camps, clinics, and things like that for athletes where, you know, I may not have all the knowledge and experience, but, you know, I'm also willing to learn. I feel like education and knowledge is something that people can't take from you, as long as you're willing to put in the work and you're willing to learn. So, but you know, there's some people that I feel like could help me out, you know, with that, if they're willing to help me out, give back to the youth and, you know, pay it forward. But I definitely want to host major events of my own out here in Houston in a couple of years. I really want CWR to be like a really big, like, sports media, like, platform. Okay. I definitely want to start doing some courtside interviews. Hello. Okay, definitely want to start doing those. Yeah, it's a couple of things, but I really want, right now, I feel like my ultimate goal really is to grow my brand and my engagement, grow my audience, things of that nature. If CWR had a slogan, what would it be? I mean, the whole not just sports, a lifestyle, of movement, get with the winning team. I mean, there's so many different slogans, honestly. Courtside baddie. But no, so many different slogans. If you could interview any athlete courtside, who would it be and why? I forgot. Let me see. An ultimate goal, because I forgot about this. I would like to work with the NBA and the WNBA, and collab on some different partnerships, different events, things of that nature. With CWR, I would love to collaborate with professional athletes within the WNBA, the NBA, college athletes, you know, on my content and different series that I have for my channel and different events that I plan on hosting here in Houston and then some. Yeah, there's so many. So yeah, that would be a goal for sure. Okay, back to it. If I could interview any athlete courtside, who would it be and why? There are so many different athletes that I have in mind. Okay, so many different ones. I don't even know, but because I'm in Houston and I like the Rockets, I'm gonna say Jalen Green. And Mikey Williams, because I like Mikey. He's up and coming. Praying for him. He gonna make it. He gonna be all right. What is my go-to courtside fit? Now listen, I've been pretty close courtside a few times, but I mean, I don't know if I really have a go-to like courtside fit, but I can give you an aesthetic, like courtside baddie, baby. 2 words, courtside baddie. That's it. What's one athlete whose style you admire? That's a good question. Someone, I know someone's mind, they're gonna be like, Shay Gilgis. Say Shay Rajanae, okay? His style is, I do like his style. Some fits be a little Shay. Now, why you put that on? What is that? But it works for him though. It works for him. It does. So I like his style. I like a couple of his fits for real. There's a couple of athletes. What's his name? Trey from the Hornets. He has a nice like early 2000s type of style. Now I like his style. I like his style. He got nice style. What's your biggest sports hot take? I don't know. Someone, for an example, it said March Madness is better than the NBA Finals. That's crazy. You know what? I'm just actually starting to watch March Madness because I've never watched it, never kept up. I've never, to be honest with you, watched WNBA or like college basketball, whether it's men or women, just never did it. So I'm trying to get into it. I saw play yesterday against SIUE, and UH is #1 in the nation as far as like Big 12. So I got to watch a bit of their game yesterday, and them boys be hooping. What's something people don't know about you? Well, this is my sports channel, or my sports media, so I love to sing. You know, on my personal channel, I have covers on there. They're mostly like rapping and stuff, which I am not a rapper, but it's mostly like rapping and stuff. But I do love to sing, and I've been wanting to do music for a while. So God willing, I hope to actually record my own music one day. Get a whole EP, a whole album for y'all, okay? Where do you see yourself in 5 years with CWR? Like I was stating before, at this point, like I'm hoping that my engagement, my audience, my community has grown. I'm hoping that my brand and my platform has made it to about in the millions, at least. In the millions, maybe like 5 million people rocking with your girl. Like I said, collaborating with the NBA, WNBA, AAU teams, sponsorships with different brands, again coming up with my own brands. Like I said, I have so many. I'm not trying to give too much away, but I'm really wanting it to be like a real big platform, maybe a whole network, and just giving back, like I said, not to the youth and stuff like that, with the athletes, the fans. But there might be other content creators, entrepreneurs such as myself who want to break into the industry. And even though I'm up and coming and I'm still learning things, trust me, okay? I'm still learning. I am in the very beginning stages, okay? I would love to help others once I have grown. And yeah. What inspired the name Courtside To be honest with you, this was like after, I want to say after I graduated college with my associates in radio and television, cinematic broadcasting. Like I said, I've been wanting to do music, be a singer and all that other stuff, but I've always been like a very shy, fearful person. So we're not gonna get into that. But you know, it was just like I did a documentary on the Buffalo Soldiers when I was in college. And honestly, like my documentary was giving YouTube vibes. I don't know why, but it was. And that's what also inspired me to be a content creator as well, because I don't know if people really admired or really liked my documentary, but to me, it really gave like a YouTube kind of vibe. Like it gave more personal, like how I'm talking right now. And at the same time, people say that I have a really great personality. They love my personality. So I feel like there's multiple ways and multiple pathways that you can get to a goal, even if you're scared and fearful and shy, such as myself, which I'm working on it. There's multiple ways that you can break those barriers and get through those doors. You know what I mean? Like if this way, you're too scared to go this way, baby girl, baby boy, go this way, okay? In my mind, it's just like to do music and stuff like that, you got to put yourself out there. But because, like I said, I'm like a shy person, I was hella shy and things like that. You know, another way in my mind that I felt I could put myself out there is to do content, like create content, because people can see more of my personality. They can get to know who I am, put myself out there, put my name out there. So you're not just sitting there like, who is Rajanae? Well, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get to know me more on a personal side and then start seeing what my talents and my gifts are. So CourtsidewithRajanae pretty much came during that time when I was like, should I do YouTube? YouTube would be a good way for me to kind of put myself out there, put my name out there, have people know who I am, see my personality, and then really start branching into the music and acting and stuff. But at that point, I was just like, I didn't know what kind of content I wanted to do, like, because I like so many different things, so many different niches, as you can see on my personal channel. But I was like, I didn't know what to do. And then at this point, like I said, my brother was playing basketball. He still is, but you know, he was playing basketball. So I was just like, oh, maybe I can have like a sports channel and then do like sports content. But at the time, like, what kind of sports content was I gonna do? That just seemed hard, to just pick one thing and then, you know, figure out something, like figure out content that I could just talk about or just make continuously. Like, I thought that was hard. But at the time, I don't know why, but the name CourtsidewithRajanae came up. I don't know why. Like I said, it started in El Paso, and then, like I said, I didn't really do nothing with it until I was in Hawaii. But yeah, the name stuck, to be honest. What's one thing you want CWR to be known for? I want CWR to be known for just a platform, a brand, a media network, however you want to put it, to just be known for self-expression, you know, the sports, the culture, the entertainment, the lifestyle. But I also wanted to be known for community and unity, giving back to the youth, the mentorship, the fans. I don't know what it is, but I love having something or building something like this where you have a community and you're bringing people together. Because believe it or not, I honestly feel like art, music, things of that nature really brings people together. And if there's a way that I can inspire the youth in any way, whether you're an athlete or whether you're someone who's trying to get into the sports industry, you're trying to be an entrepreneur, whatever the case may be, I want to be able to give back to help those people, so that they could be put into situations or they can get opportunities and experiences that maybe I didn't get the chance to have, or maybe that I didn't get to experience. Maybe there are just certain things that they may not know that I know, and people haven't put that out yet for anybody to learn. So I can be a fresh face, a new face, especially for women who's trying to get into this as well, young girls, who's trying to be entrepreneurs, who's trying to be in the sports industry. Whatever the case may be, I want them to see me and see that I can do it. Rajanae has been through it and I'm still going through it. But I want them to look at me and to see that she's been through a lot. And even though she felt like there wasn't a way out, she made it happen. Like, she pushed through those barriers. She overcame different mental health illnesses, any blockages that she's had, any doubts that she's had in herself. She's overcame them and she's doing big things. And I want to be able to be known for that, to give back and to help. But self-expression, you know, creativity, fun, I love it. You know, a lot of these athletes and things like that, they're usually, I know this might be a little bit off topic, but a lot of those young boys and young girls, they're in low income like neighborhoods, and they need outlets. You know what I mean? Like, they need places that they can go to where they can be free and play sports if they want to. Again, be entrepreneurs or whatever the case may be. Like, I kind of want them to have a space to go to just be active, to be productive, and they're not getting to any kind of trouble. You know what I mean? Like, they have things to go to. They have dreams in mind they want to accomplish. Yeah, I definitely wanted CWR to be known for that, especially for youth of color. I definitely want that to be important to them. They need that guidance and that mentorship. What's the wildest thing you've ever experienced courtside or at a game? I don't know. I've been living in Hawaii for collectively almost 10 years, and then I was in El Paso, so honestly, I wasn't really going to NBA games like that. Me just moving here, I've been to a couple, but I don't know if I really experienced anything like crazy. But when I'm there, like when I'm close to the court, People be jumping over seats. I should, like, I'm talking about jumping over seats like you're doing hurdles and track. Like, they jumping over seats just to get videos, pictures, whatever it is, of whoever. And I'm just like, chill, please. Like, I'm that kind of person where it's just, I can easily get irritated. So I'm like, okay, chill out. It's just Jalen, you know, it's just Şengün, you know, it's just Kyrie. Like, chill out. I haven't been to a Mavericks game, but yeah, but yeah, chill, relax. It's okay. They're not going nowhere. They're not going anywhere. Okay, you be doing the most. Just relax. If you could collaborate with any sports media brand, who would it be and why? That's a good question. That's a good question. I think I have one or two in mind, but honestly, I'm gonna just say whoever believes in CWR as a brand and you want to work with your girl, definitely. Okay, I'm back. My camera was overheating. Let me hurry up because your girl's talking too much apparently. What's your dream courtside experience? Like I said, just collaborating with professional athletes, the NBA, WNBA. If I could be courtside talking hoops with like Rihanna or something, that would be cool, you know, talking to women who are girlfriends or wives of athletes, because I have so many different business ventures and different things of that nature with CWR. Okay, and you know, now that we're here, All-Star Weekend, I've always wanted to go, so you want to have it back here in Houston, or like, and then, you know me, because I'm in Houston now, so if you was waiting for me all this time, you should have said that. You should have said that I'm here now. So yeah, like if I could be at All-Star Weekend, courtside, documenting my first ever experience ever at All-Star, yeah, you know, you can bring it back to Houston, you know. I mean, but if you know, if you're still waiting for Houston, it's okay. You know, All-Star Weekend is in LA next year, so if y'all want Rajanae to like pull up and like document, like vlog my experience, you know, for y'all, yeah, I would love to do that, you know. Yeah, just let me know, because yeah, I'll be there, no doubt. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, that'd be cool. Oh. What's one unpopular opinion you have about basketball? Unpopular opinion. I did a video on unpopular opinions on my channel. Make sure you go watch that. Make sure you watch that, because I don't think I've seen anybody do a video like that. But an unpopular opinion about basketball. Get back to me on that. Get back to me. And if I think of it, I'm gonna put it on the screen. Okay, if you weren't doing sports media, what would you be doing? Like I said, your girl has been wanting and had dreams of doing music and acting, so that's what I'd be doing. But I mean, my brother and playing sports, I'm still like one of his #1 fans, so I still probably would have did videos and stuff like that, to be honest, and supporting him every step of the way. But yeah, music, acting, and like I said, being an entrepreneurship and having my own businesses. If your life had a theme song, what would it be? More Than a Woman by Aaliyah. What's one thing on your sports bucket list? Going to All-Star Weekend. You think I'm playing? Hello. Just let me know if you want me to pull up, because I'll pull up. Okay. If CWR had merch, what's the first thing you drop? My collection that I started in Hawaii, I would start there, because I have a couple of different collections for that. So yeah, I'd start there. And for the girls, because I got collection for the girls. But yeah, my camera is overheating, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you got to learn a bit about CWR, myself, the brand, all of that. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, and support your girl, because I'm coming up. I'm next up. Mwah.